So I searched hoax in the news section of Google before work this morning, and I'm kind of glad I did. It was kind of on a whim, kind of because of Lenny Posner's recent article about how he was a conspiracy theorist who listened to Alex Jones, of all people. And then when his son supposedly was murdered at Sandy Hook, that all changed because he is living the life of ridicule because of all that. And it's like, yeah, you used to believe in conspiracy theorists, and now your son became one. So yeah, you can't believe in them anymore because you're an operative and you are paid opposition. So you have to go along with the story that they made you do. I understand that. But to write an article about it, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so you search news hoax, and Facebook, I guess, algorithm yesterday was putting a hoax story about 9/11. I mean, they're claiming it's a hoax story, but it's a popular theory about the day itself, where, you know, bombs were inside the building. And it's a widely accepted theory that there was planned explosives in the building to help it collapse. Otherwise, you know, science as we know it and physics as we know it would have to, you know, fly out the window for the 12 seconds that the building collapsed for it to be in actuality. Because buildings don't free fall. We've already said that. So it's not like the concept is a hoax. A lot of things cover this. A lot of different videos cover multiple explosions before the collapse. Yeah, I understand why they have to slam it down as a hoax story, but I'm not 100% on the validity of it. I don't know if it was a real story, or I don't know if it was like put out there so that they could spike it down and do more like hoax damage control as like this thing. So when people start bringing up this stuff, which is going to eventually happen, depending on how quick the next few years roll this agenda along, people are going to start questioning these things. So these little primer articles about like hoax stories reaching the mainstream, they could be here very well just to, like I said, spike this down on a public stage quickly and in an orchestrated way where they can control it. Whereas if this came out into the open and they weren't prepared, maybe it would be a little bit more ugly. Either way, I'm hoping a lot of people saw the footages and the article. I didn't really see it. I've seen plenty of. I didn't really need to see documentaries. Like, I was awake enough throughout my teenage and young adulthood to realize what was going on. I mean, obviously the documentaries helped solidify my belief on what actually happened that day. But yeah, I hope this article reaching the mainstream and on Facebook's front page, I hope people watched it and can see how ridiculous the official story is. Anyway, guys, search it for yourselves. I think we should be searching this like on a weekly basis just to see what kind of stuff they're putting out here as damage control, or just to check in and see how much our work is reaching the mainstream. Have a good weekend, guys. I'm going to have a few videos up sporadically throughout the weekend. Yeah, I mean, it's a big weekend, guys. There's a full moon coming up next Friday, but this week is a big week in world history. Let's get ready, everybody. Things are going to be changing quick now.